Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Today, with this New Zealand new massacre, I wouldn't say condolences. I would say condolences to those who lost their honor in this world, in this hypocrite world. Instead of naming this as a massacre, naming this as a terrorist act, they just call it shooting or mass shooting. For those who are lost, those who are deceased, those who are slaughtered, killed, we would say, may Allah, may the Creator unite us with them in paradise. Condolences to the honor of this world, because this world lost its honor. Basically, this is a world of hypocrisy, a world that cheap talk and cosmetic talk is what's all about. If we look at this mass shooting and this particular terrorist mass shooting, you won't just look at the fruit, because what we saw today, it is just the fruit. Look at the root of this hate lava. Look at the root of this volcano. You would see the cause of it, not just hate and racism, truly, purely ignorance and unfairness and injustice. And you would see that I'm not just interested today to point certain things and facts, such as it took the police more than 15 minutes to arrive. Why? Do they like to go to work with their shoes shiny and to go home with their shoes shiny? When it comes to shooting or knife fights, they have to come right to the rescue and to rush and race. But why it took the police 15 minutes to rescue those Muslim worshippers? And not only that, for this terrorist, for this hate monger by the name of Brenton Tarrant, if he sat and heard the speaker, what so-called imam, the one who's giving the sermon on Friday, if he heard him talking, most likely he would hear words of peace, messages of peace, messages to love the country, to be loyal to the country. He would hear things totally against what he learned from the hate mongers, from these Islamophobia. And basically, how could we calm the youth? When the youth sees this particular aggression and this violence and these terrorist acts against the civilians, how do you calm the youth? You slap someone, we only have two cheeks. When you slap us, we don't turn the second cheek. Islam is not after turning the second cheek. Islam teaches tolerance, yes, but at the same time strength. So basically, get strong by all possible legal means, by all legal means, get strong, because strength is respected. Not only that, when you see someone cursing at you as a Muslim, next, or pointing the finger at you, next cursing at you, next they will throw a rock at you, next they will bring a gun. Never tolerate things like this. Report this to the authority. In Canada, and I pray from the bottom of my heart, may the Creator protect and bless Canada, keep Canada with serenity, with prosperity, tranquility, keep the peace. In Canada, 2 years ago, we suffered in Quebec, and I had the honor to be among those who did the grand opening for the mosque in Quebec. I was standing where those brothers lost their life, or they became handicapped or permanently sick, permanently handicapped. I was standing there, and to see things like this to happen in New Zealand now, this will tell us this is not the first and it's not the last. So how do we tackle things like this? Actually, we are guilty of not spreading Islam and showing them that truly Islam is totally against injustice or hurting people. This is the reality. We're not talking cheap talk or cosmetic talk. This is the reality. To spread Islam, and with us or without us, Islam will spread wherever the sun shines and wherever the night falls, by the dignity of those who are dignified or the humiliation of those who are humiliated, will spread. Inna Allah mutammim nura. No one can shut the light of the Creator. So basically, these hate mongers, they go around spreading lies, spreading cheap and evil talk against Islam, would motivate someone like this criminal, this loser with his team, to kill and live